it's fractured.
She likes to minimize the conflicts within her caucus between the moderates and the progressives.
You have these wings, AOC and her group on one side.
Well, that's like 5 people.
No, it's the progressive group. It's more than 5.
I'm a progressive, yeah.
Oh, get out of here. That's like 5 people. Oh my God. Can we, I don't like that at all. That's what a piece of shit thing to say. It's like 5 people. And she's like, no, actually, it's a little bit more than that. You got a good portion of people who are, yeah. If she was truly enamored with going down the mainstream here, she might be more supportive of Medicare for All, which polls have shown time and time again to have the support of the majority of the people and supported by 108 Democrats in the House, as opposed to 5 people. I should make that sound bite. Like 5 people. Oh, give me a break. Oh, that's the most disgusting, sassy thing I've ever heard. 5 people, whatever. Oh, get out of here with that. Come on. Yeah, it's pretty much a one-sided beef with AOC. I love how everyone's like, oh, the progressives, they're destroying Democratic unity. They're destroying Democratic unity. Meanwhile, what shots have they taken? The only shot that they've taken is just existing. They've been going out of their way from Bernie Sanders to AOC to not take shots at anyone, not disturb the peace. All AOC's been doing, all Nancy Pelosi doing, all Neera Tanden's been doing, is just taking shots at people left and right, taking shots at Bernie, taking shots at AOC, not leaving Ilhan Omar under the bus to continue to get death threats from Trump crazies. What a joke she is. Probably one of the weakest people in politics. I don't know. I don't even know if it's weak. I think she just likes the position that she's in and doesn't want to rock the boat at all, which is totally not what we need right now. Yeah. So, and again, if she wanted to be really for the people, she should support Medicare for All. It's supported by 70+% of people in some polls, including majority of Republicans, by the way, which is crazy. This is not a matter of policy, by the way. Pelosi's one-sided beef, and this is a great point here from Paul Bless on The Intercept. It's not about the policy differences. It's about rooted in power and seniority. While one common criticism for AOC and others hogging all the media attention as felt from a large, diverse freshman class, debatable as fellow freshmen like Katie Hill and Max Rhodes constantly get press. They've been in the news a lot. The core of the problem is that AOC has never really waited her turn or received the leadership's permission to be an active voice in Congress. She shouldn't have to, and she won't, and she never will, which is a good thing. She's not going to be doing that anytime soon. A month into her term, she was the lead sponsor in the Green New Deal, which quickly became a standard that Democratic presidential candidates are measured on. She's vocally criticized more conservatives than any other members of the caucus. She's probably one of the most popular and well-known people in the entire damn caucus. She's even taken on other members of the leadership, such as DCCC committee chair Sherry Bustos, who's we talked about recently on the show as well. Pelosi has been mostly insulated from all these criticisms. From the day of the last election, Ocasio and pretty much everyone on the left flank have consciously avoided directly criticizing her every step of the way, even on issues of real ideological disagreement, including the budget, pay-go, stuff like that, and crucial measures governing the rules of House legislation. Not only that, but Ocasio has repeatedly defended Pelosi against attacks from the right, including during the Seth Moulton-led non-rebellion against Pelosi's leadership in November. Kind of a joke there. Pelosi, whose office told Spindler last month that she was a founding member of the Congressional Progressive Caucus, likely has more in common with Ocasio-Cortez politically than with her fiercest moderate and conservative critics in the party. Despite all this, the good feelings have not gone both ways. Pelosi's continued to dismiss and just be absolute, she's been such a little, she's been just a little, just whiny annoyance to AOC the entire way. She's been, that's been her entire, it was just get out of my face. I'm leading. This should be my moment in the sun. I want the power. I want the crown. I want all the sunlight. I want the magazine covers. I want the adoring liberal fans everywhere I go to be like, oh, Nancy, you save us. You save us. It's just, and okay, AOC was like, okay, but I'm going to continue speaking my piece. I'm going to continue pushing for my policies. And Pelosi just has not been able to handle that. She just hasn't. And it's really pretty embarrassing. All right. Yeah, we're gonna go to our last story now. This incredible, and we're going back to Ilhan Omar, and yeah, there really is no doubt here. And the truth is, she is in life-threatening danger through no fault of her own as a result of really bad faith criticism over a speech she made last month. We talked about this again, of course, earlier in the show, against the rise of American Islamophobia and anti-Muslim culture following the 9/11 terrorist attacks. Conservatives initially twisted her words in order to stoke their white reactionary base, and the Democratic leadership has not been really responding that well, only finally beginning to defend her in earnest after days of throwing her under the bus. So it took a while for everyone to kick in. But speaking to CNN's Alison Camerata and Trump's 2020 strategic communications director Mark Lauder denied that Trump's April 12th tweet sharing a segment of video from Omar's March speech at a CARE event, some people did something on Mark, without context of her admonishment of Islamophobia that followed 9/11, spliced with footage of the airplanes hitting the Twin Towers, thousands of people dying, and brought threats against the Congresswoman. So yeah, which is, yeah, he was like, yeah, I didn't do anything wrong. It's totally cool. Like, yeah, here's this idiot.
I want to move on to the issue with Congresswoman Ilhan Omar and President Trump's tweet that Nancy Pelosi and the Congresswoman herself say has upped the amount of death threats that the Congresswoman is getting. They've seen a spike in the threats against her, and so the Capitol Police, et cetera, are having to expend extra resources to protect her. Does the president know that he's putting her in danger?
Well, I don't think it's the president who's putting her in danger. I think it's her ill-thought-out words that she used to describe the greatest terror attack on the history of United States soil, which killed nearly 3,000 Americans.
All right, first of all, let me just say, no one's words should constitute death threats. And no American president should sit back and say, or no representative of the American president should say, okay, that's okay. When you have like the literal ideas of the First Amendment behind you, and you're supposed to, you love that Constitution, folks. You love that Second Amendment. How about the First Amendment? How about the fact that you actually respect people's rights to say things? And by the way, like, no one's, not that her words were bad. It was the most important thing. Her words weren't bad, but the fact that people criticize for it nonstop, and including the president, and has incited violence against her, like, that is, again, it's such a gross attack on the free speech of political dissidents in the United States. It's not good. It's disgusting, frankly.
The fact that those are her words, that's what's making the threats. But make no mistake.
No. You inciting the threats, like, literally, the reason why this happened like a month ago, and people are talking about it now, is because you brought it back up, you dredged it back up, you put it in people's faces, and you misrepresented what you were saying because you need another political attack. It's just that simple. I don't want to hear any more of this guy, but it's oh my god, yeah, things are going very, very badly here, and the truth is, if she doesn't get her, if you Republicans and Democrats alike, really, Nancy Pelosi especially, better pray that Ilhan Omar doesn't get attacked in some crazy way and pipe bomb mailed to her house, or better yet, worse yet, God forbid, like, something actually goes through here. Like, wow, you can only imagine what could happen. I don't even want to think about it. Like, just literally, like, if she is attacked, they are to blame for this. Like, they were the ones who incited the violence. They were the ones who twisted her words out of context. It is disgusting. It really is. All right, that's all the time we have for today. Thank you so much for listening. We'll see you later this week.